Hello and welcome to my little corner of YouTube. I am also known as Birch. And if you've been here before, then I am so glad you came back. And if this is your first time, oh my goodness, I hope you enjoy the video. In our last video, we started a scam in 3 acts. Act 1 was a scammer going for the puss. Act 2, today, I will introduce you to the indignant scammer. So sit back and relax as I regale a tale of Tom Ellis in 3 acts, Act 2. If you recall the last video, when he was trying to go for the puss, the last thing he said to me was Merry Christmas. And I ignored him, as you should. I ignored him for so long that he kept coming back to bug me. I thought we were done. I really thought we were done. But he wanted to keep going. So he starts off with, "How is your day going?" And so I said, "Had an ace of a time with the mates, catching all the goss as we made merry and enjoyed wassailing," I told him. "That's nice. Looks like you made wonderful memories." I didn't say anything, because what do you say to that? "Good evening, dear." "Hello," I said. "How are you doing today?" "I just finished my breakfast. How was your day?" "Okay, that's nice. What did you have for breakfast?" And then he said his day was great, thanks. Of course, they never really go into any detail. Like, you can go into all the detail in the world, and they almost expect you to. But they won't go into much detail. Why? Because they haven't thought that far. Because everything they say is a lie. So they can't keep things straight. Oh, Tom Cruise just messaged me back. That will be an exciting one in the future. Sorry. I told him that I had some ham and toast with blueberry jam, orange slices, and some raisin oatmeal. Of course, a big cuppa to go to get the day going, you know. "Wow, that's really an amazing breakfast to start your day," he says. No, I don't actually eat like that. But for him, I did. Wink. It wasn't much, really. The coffee is the most important, which I 100% agree. Coffee or caffeine of any most important start of your day. Yeah, coffee really is the best in the morning. Yeah, you're right. I spare no expense for the right cream and coffee. LOL, really? I have no idea why that was funny. Absolutely. That's nice. I'd love to see a beautiful picture of you. Oh, that's sweet. Nice that you think that I'm beautiful. Still, Moppy looks better. Moppy being his beautiful wife. I'm not bothered about that beauty in the eyes of the beholder. Are you still shy about sending picture? Not shy about pictures. Why would I be shy? I don't really know, but you haven't sent any pictures. And I haven't sent any pictures because they use your pictures to scam your friends and your family and other strangers. I used to send pictures, doctored up pictures. But then I thought, no, I better not do that anymore, because even though those pictures weren't me and I wasn't compromising myself, I'm still giving them pictures that look like a real person that they can then use in their scamming. So I have stopped that. I think I still have a couple of videos that I'm going to be putting up that have such pictures, but I don't remember. My current today scam baiting, I don't use pictures. At least not of somebody that's alive. Anyway. Why do I need to send pictures? I don't understand. Send me a voice note telling me about your day today, and I will send you pictures. It's after 8 p.m. for you, so I'm sure you have done lots. And see, they may choose to do business chat, so that way they can't do a video phone call or a phone call at all. But they can still do a voice note. So, my tip to you, if you're up there scam baiting, always insist on voice notes, even if they're trying to hide behind a business chat. Which I think it's odd that they'd be doing a business chat to begin with. I don't think it's the same timeline. I just recently began my day, he lied. Because he's trying to tell me that he's somewhere where he's not. But it was indeed 8 p.m. In Nigeria. No, that's not right. Because even if you say you're in America or the UK, you know you didn't start the day, as it's afternoon in the States and evening in the UK. Africa is also enjoying a nice warm evening, I informed him. So try again, yeah? Send me a voice note telling me about your day. This isn't doubt, this is facts. And then I sent him this picture. This is real time. Now only minutes different due to the time of snapping and sending the pictures. And I will enhance for you. Give me 1 second as I awkwardly zoom in. So here we go. If he is going to try to tell me he was anywhere in England at the time, it was 7 p.m. or 7:40 p.m. And in America land, it was also late in the evening, no matter what way. Well, except I guess Seattle was 11:40, but in Los Angeles was 7:40. But he said he was just starting his day. I don't think he was starting his day at 11:40. Ooh. Are you shy to send a voice note? Okay, thanks for the info, though you didn't allow me to land. Land what? I'm currently busy with a meeting, he says, because of course he had got himself up against a wall. He had lied and he didn't know how to get out of it, and this is what he's got to do. All of a sudden he's busy. So he just started his day and he's in a meeting. Okay. LOL, sure, I said. You just started your day and are in a business meeting, probably doing lots of paperwork. And my thought, every time they tell me that they're doing paperwork, I'm pretty sure that they're rolling up a joint and getting high. And that's not me saying anything against if you do your dance with Mary Jane, that's fine. But these guys, they do a lot of mind-blowing substances while they're trying to scam. And it just makes for even more interesting and frustrating conversations. Not a lot of paperwork until next year. So he's not going to do drugs until next year. You know, it's not quite New Year's yet, after all. Okay. Okay, well, send me a voice note telling me about your meeting. Why are you so curious? That I almost screamed at him when he asked that because they ask about everything you do in your life. Do you have kids? Do you pick your nose? Do you have a job? Do you own a house? Do you own a car? And you ask one thing just to get one piece, and why are you so curious to get paranoid? Huh. Why not? I just want to get to know ourselves better, I told him. Why do you want to see my picture? I suspect for the same reason. Well, it's fine if you don't want to send a picture, he says. Okay. And it's fine if you're too scared to send a voice note. So what's on the agenda for today? Like I said, I'm attending a crucial meeting. So how are you doing? Good morning, beautiful, and a very happy new year too. May your year be filled with wonderful things of joy and happiness. Yeah, Happy New Year, I said. Thanks for all your best wishes. Well, thanks too for your interest. You're welcome. How are you doing today? Today has only just begun, making some brekkie and waiting for a nice strong cuppa before being ready for work. How was your night? And I showed him pictures of me cutting up some French bread, and it actually worked out. I usually, when I do French toast, I just throw on my, bread I get at the supermarket, just sliced bread. But I actually had French bread loaf, and so I cut it up and made French bread out of French bread loaf, a French toast out of French bread. Sorry. Oh, words are hard. And you know what? That was the only thing better than doing French toast with a French loaf would be doing sourdough. Just saying. Amazing, he says. Sure was. My night is pretty good. Slowly cooling off, which I'm sure is nice. You're sure right about that, he says. They don't much particularly care to hear you tell them about the area of the world that they live in. Well, but I do it anyway. Yeah, how are you doing tonight? Well, right now, I was just closing out messages. It's after 3 p.m., and I'm on a 15-minute break. Well, I only have 15 minutes left. Probably be home around 6-ish, depending on traffic. Oh, okay. Looks like we have different timelines. ? He tries again. Okay, be safe. Yeah, we live in different countries. We already talked about that in December, though. Would have been back sooner, but my mum surprised me with a visit last night, after work. It was nice to see her again. Okay, that's nice. It's nice being around our loved ones. Yes, it is even better for people like you with your children and wife. Such a blessing they are, I'm sure. Yes, thanks. Anytime. What about your family? My mom's in hospice. Father died of complications due to COVID years ago. Still visit them both, of course. In the case of Dad, it's his grave I visit. I'm not sure how much longer Mum has. They reckon it's a matter of months before she joins Dad. Oh, my condolences. Death is a part of life. There's no sense in dwelling on it. You're right about that, but still you have to cherish the person before he or she dies. Well, indeed. Which is why you shocked me that you got mad about me talking about your wife. Not me coming and bringing it all about the real Tom Ellis. You wouldn't understand. That's a whole different situation. Yeah, whole different situation, meaning he's not fucking married to that woman. He's in Africa. He's not a Brit. End of story. I wasn't mad at you. Just didn't want to talk about it. You would be shocked at what I do and don't understand. You asked me about my family, so I failed to see why we can't also talk about yours. Fine then. Tell me about Cain and Abel then. What do you want to know? And his response to being shocked about what I do and do not understand. Because I have problems too. I'm a human like everyone. Why can't people understand me and love me for who I am? That wasn't even an answer to what we were talking about. I mean, he has problems. He should talk to me. He wants me to talk to him about my problems. Actually, he just wants my money. Anything, really. I love hearing stories. Really? It's a story to you now. I don't think he understood what I was talking about. I was literally talking about Cain and Abel. And I wanted to hear stories about Cain and Abel. And he had no clue who Cain and Abel was. We went back and forth for quite a long time before he actually looked up who Cain and Abel was. And then he had nothing to tell me. It's a fucking little turd. I'm not really sure what you mean about really it's a story you want now. I'm just asking you to tell me about Cain and Abel. Is that so painful to talk about too? The thing is, I just have really grown fond of you and love the way we talk and argue at times. It just makes me to be at ease and happy. You forget yourself, sir. As a public figure, people want to know about you. You knew that when you were getting into... you knew what you were getting into right from the jump, nah? You publish pictures of yourself and the family often. So it's not such a leap to have people ask about your wife and your kids. You truly are so sensitive about it all. I suggest you stop putting their faces out there. The truth is, I love you a lot. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. That was his truth. His big reveal. Fuck. So I'm not asking about family now. Please tell me about Cain and Abel. You know, there are a lot of imposters posing as me who want to ruin my reputation. Avoiding my question, I see. They are my pet cats. I love them a lot. It literally took him over a day to figure out that Cain and Abel are Tom Ellis's cats. And again, like I already said, he had nothing to tell me about them. I was so disappointed. Yes, scammers, not imposters, are pretending to be celebrities. Have been for years. And it has nothing to do with ruining reputations. It has everything to do with stealing money and identity. What do you want to know about my pets? I said it took you a while to come up with that. And he agreed about the scammers. um, that are not imposters. And he just said, "You were right about that." He asked, "What? Why say so?" When I mentioned that it took him a while to come up with the fact that Cain and Abel are his cats. "I say so because when I first asked, you said everything you could to distract me while you could look it up." "Hold up! So what you indirectly saying is am a scammer?" "Nope. Though funny you would think so. I'm not, but you're doubtful. That's why I'm curious." "It's okay. Deplay thyself." Oh, sorry. They play self, me manchi. When they went for the puss with the whole I love you. Oh my God, I gotta reread that again. Take two. "It's okay. Deplayed. They play self, my manchi. When they went for the puss with the whole I love you. Stop clapping. You don't love me sight unseen. The love of money is the root of all evil. Or did your pastor and Oga tell you it don't apply to Yahoo boys? Just curious." "Excuse me?" "Yes." "Don't quite get what you said, but okay." He got what I said. He totally got what I said. "No issue then. Carry on." "It's fine. Just calm down." "I'm fine, thanks." "It's about time. You got really worked up there for a bit." "Yeah, thanks. I'll keep that in mind." "Yeah, do let's. It's not good to get your blood pressure up too high. Being honest, I find makes life so much easier. Less to remember when we live in truth." "Yeah, you're right. How are you doing today?" "Just waking up. It's 5:57 a.m. Ugh. I knew Wednesday and Thursday were supposed to be warm, but it is 18 degrees out and nowhere near midday." "Oh, okay, that's nice. Sorry about the weather change." "It is what it is." And here, at that point, he had been hustling his little scammer butt off, and he got up to 174 likes and 181 followers. Whereas we flip back to the very beginning of this all, he had 98 likes and 106 followers. These boys hustle hard and hustle fast. 9 times out of 10, if they can't get money out of you, they move on really quick. A lot of them shut down the minute you even breathe the word scammer to them. This guy hung on for 3 acts. And now that you've had Act 1 of him trying to romance me, and Act 2 of him being indignant about the possibility that I could even think that he's a scammer, you will be delighted with the next and final act, Act 3, where he becomes a slime ball. Absolute slime ball. Thank you so much for your time today with me. I hope you did enjoy it. Act 2. Got a little bit angry, got a little bit mad. Poor little Mugu. But really, I hope you enjoyed it because I want you to see all that they do. I want you to be able to laugh at these scammers. And I want you to be safe when you're on the internet, just doing your thing. There's so much I want to say, but it's all babble. So I won't. You are safe, you are loved, and you are blessed. Stay tuned until next video for the finale.